Right now, your cells are eating themselves alive. Not because something is wrong, but because that is exactly how your body stays young, fights disease, and prevents neurodegeneration. This process has a name, autophagy, and it's so important that it earned a scientist a Nobel Prize in 2016. Yet almost no one outside of a research lab has ever heard of it. That ends today. Think of your cells like a tiny city. Every city produces waste, broken machinery, damaged proteins, old parts. Autophagy is the city's master recycling system. Without it, the city fills with garbage. With it, the city strips that garbage down, extracts the valuable parts, and builds something new and stronger. Here's the secret most people never learn. You have direct control over when this recycling system turns on, and the triggers are simpler than any supplement you've ever bought. The first one is all about a single protein. The master switch for autophagy is a complex called mTOR. When you eat, your insulin rises, mTOR activates, and autophagy shuts down. But when you fast, mTOR goes quiet, autophagy turns on. Think of it this way. Every time you eat, you press pause on cellular repair. Every time you fast, you press play. Here's what nobody tells you. The average person in a Western country never fasts long enough to fully activate this process, not even overnight. So what happens when you finally flip the switch? A structure called an autophagosome forms inside the cell. It works like a tiny garbage truck. It hunts down and engulfs damaged proteins, broken mitochondria, and even invading bacteria. Then it fuses with a lysosome, which breaks everything down into raw materials, amino acids and lipids that re-enter the cell's production line. If this system fails, cellular garbage accumulates, and that garbage is what we call aging. A 2016 review in Nature Reviews directly linked impaired autophagy to neurodegeneration and metabolic syndrome. So ask yourself, when was the last time you gave your cells more than 16 hours to clean house? But it's not just about hunger. Autophagy is also triggered by something called hormetic stress, small, controlled stressors that force your cells to adapt and get stronger. Exercise, cold exposure, and heat stress all fire up autophagy through independent pathways. A 2012 study in Nature showed that without autophagy, the metabolic benefits of exercise in mice simply disappeared. Exercise without functional autophagy is like a car running without an exhaust. The engine fires, but toxic waste builds up. So how do you put this into practice? First, fast for at least 16 hours. Research shows autophagy measurably increases between 14 and 16 hours. A 16 to 8 eating window, like eating only between noon and 8 p.m., is the minimum effective dose. Second, try exercising in a fasted state. Even 20 minutes of moderate cardio can create a compounding effect. Third, add heat. A 20-minute sauna session can independently trigger the process. And most importantly, avoid snacking. Eating small amounts all day keeps mTOR chronically elevated, never allowing the cleanup crew to start its shift. Of course, this is informational only. Always consult a healthcare professional before making changes to your health routine, especially if you have underlying conditions. Now, here's what most content on this topic misses. Autophagy isn't just one size fits all. The brain runs a specialized version called mitophagy, the targeted removal of dysfunctional mitochondria in your neurons. Impaired mitophagy is now considered one of the earliest events in Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. A 2019 study in Nature Neuroscience showed that boosting it in animal models significantly reduced the toxic proteins associated with Alzheimer's. Your brain doesn't just benefit from autophagy, it depends on it for survival. Now you understand the system, but a question should be forming. If fasting activates it and eating suppresses it, what does the timing and composition of your first meal actually do to that entire repair window? The answer involves a hormone and a set of amino acids that change everything. But that's a story for another time.